Good morning, guys. Welcome to a new vlog. The whole fam is here.
I was just reading some of these Q&A questions.
You were?
These are ridiculous.
On my Insta story?
Yeah.
Why?
Favorite thing Annabelle does with a little girl? She says, little fat chubby, and slaps her rolls. I think also, before we start, she goes, little buckwheat.
Oh yeah, she calls her buckwheat. Don't ask me. Anyways. What?
Little buckwheat. Hey, what are you eating?
Say that again. Say little buckwheat.
A little buckwheat.
So today is just a regular vlog, and today's the last day that Doug is going to be here till he's gone all weekend. And I'm by myself.
Such a big deal. Such a big deal.
Today it's raining. So random.
Raining in 93, back in the south.
Yeah, what the heck? It's so funny. My sister and her kids were over, and my niece was like, is it gonna rain? Is it gonna rain? I was like, no, listen, it doesn't rain here in the summer. Of course, like today it's raining. Juliet says it's gonna rain. Yeah, but it actually is. Just so random. So this weekend, Doug's going to a conference for quote unquote work. Not really. You guys know we work for ourselves, so I mean it is for work, but it's not like you're going for a job or whatever. Yeah. But we booked it like a couple months ago. He's going to the Flynn Con, if you guys know what that is. It's like, do you want to explain?
Yeah, it's put on by Pat Flynn, who does Smart Passive Income.
Yeah. And what does he really do though? Because people have no idea what that is.
I mean, it's like he worked like a regular job. Like there's a whole story behind it. But anyways, he quit his job to do like his affiliate marketing and blogging full time. Yeah. And it's just exploded. He's like the affiliate marketing guy. Yeah. And now he's doing like podcasting. So yeah. He's like, you know, teaching people.
So it's like his first conference, right?
Yeah, it's his first conference. So he has, I forgot how many people are going to be there, but it's supposed to be like a fun conference. It's like totally different.
It's in San Diego, so it's not too far away. Yeah. I actually booked it for Doug as not like a surprise, but I mean, I didn't ask him.
She just did it.
Because I don't know, I just feel like when you work for yourself, it can be very isolating, especially as a man. I mean, that sounds a little sexist, but it's really like, I mean, he went from like, you know, going to work every day and like having people, I was never like, you know, sad that I didn't have employees. Not that he was sad, but it was like a weird shock. So I thought he should, you know, try and interact with other people that, you know, doing things that he's doing. So
I'm excited.
It should be interesting. But let's be honest, he's renting a car because his 240 is not gonna make it down there.
I thought it would make it.
It's not gonna make it.
I took it to get burgers the other day and it died.
Seriously. So it's a little while later. Scarlett had her second out of 3 naps just now, and she woke up. I was gonna transition her down to 2 naps a day. I already said this on my Insta stories. I feel like I'm saying things twice, but whatever. I know not everyone goes on there, but I don't know, I think she's a little too young. I think Annabelle transitioned around 10 months and she's only 8 months. So I think, I don't know, I might stretch it and see if she's like fussy later on, like, and she doesn't want to go down for bed or her 3rd nap. Tomorrow I might transition her. I don't know, she's just like so much more peaceful when she sleeps. But anyways, right now Doug's actually on like a conference call because I'm looking to hire a manager. And it's not something I really talk about, obviously, because I haven't had one, and it's just, I don't know, it just hasn't been a reality for me. But ever since I had Scarlett, I have been like so swamped. I mean, as you can imagine, you can barely even have time to like go pee. So there's like hardly any time to do anything. So the only time a day that I really get to do my emails, and Doug does not help me with emails, he has his own stuff to worry about. So it's literally just me, like a half a woman show, honestly. And I only answer my emails at night or like during one of her naps. So it's just like a lot, and it takes like more than an hour and a half a day. And that's like me not doing my due diligence with all of them. She's like holding her foot. So I've been wanting to hire a manager, but it is very scary because they take 20% of all of your payments. And that's a huge chunk of change when like, you know, part of my income is relied upon to pay the bills, and like this is my job. So I have to be careful with stuff like that and make sure, I don't know, there's just like so many questions we have. So he's chatting with her right now. I really hope it works out because that would be so amazing if someone could help me. I've tried to hire people in the past. Like I've hired a videographer, not a videographer, like a video editor. I don't know if, oh my God, what is she doing? What are you doing? I've hired one in the past and that didn't work out because I realized I'm the only one that can edit my videos. Like it's just, the communication would be like not worth the time. And then obviously you guys know I hired my friend Shelby for a hot minute, but then I just realized like she wants to do her own channel. I feel like it was taking away from her doing her own thing, like working on my stuff. So she's actually going to start her channel whenever she gets around to it. And yeah, that's really the only people I've ever hired. So I feel like this might be like what I'm looking for. I just found out I could start the minivan with my keys. Seriously, is there anything this minivan can't do? What do you think, baby Scarly? So we're gonna go get lunch because I feel like getting out of the house. Doug's gonna be on all weekend, so I thought why not treat myself. So he wants to get L&L Hawaiian barbecue, and I'm just, how many times can you eat freaking chicken katsu? So let's see where we're gonna go. Taco Bell, Jack in the Box, Wiener Schnitzel. So we're going to, oh wow, I put too much fake tan on my wrist.
Looking pretty tan.
It's all right, it's worth it. We're gonna go get burgers, because it sounds bomb. But we literally just took like 5 minutes to decide. So many choices.
It's not even that it's so many choices. It's like, we sit there and we're like, do we want to explore?
No.
Do we want to try different things?
We know
do we want
good.
to eat the same thing? We always eat every time, and we always eat the same thing.
I want to eat the same thing. All right, you guys, if you live in North Orange County, you have to come to Fantasy Burger. Can you say dada? Scarly's first word was dada. I don't know if I told you guys that. And that's all she says. Oh my goodness. So now you have 3 girls saying dada. Calling for you. All right, you guys, nobody judge us. This is so bomb.
We got judge burger and fries.
So it's Annabelle's nap time. Scarlett woke up.
Dude, barely. You're gonna wake her up.
No, I'm not. What are you talking about? Douglas.
What?
How are you doing?
I'm making a coffee.
Every time I vlog him, he's always making a Clio coffee.
Am I really?
Yeah.
This thing is just so bomb.
Anyways, so I told them about like hiring a manager.
Oh, no way.
Is it technically hiring someone or not?
Yeah.
No.
Because they're taking
Really?
if they're getting paid, then we're hiring someone, right?
I have no idea. Working with, I don't know. But I'm excited about it. I think we're gonna do it. So
Okay,
what's your
finally.
feeling? What's your feeling on it?
I feel really good about it.
Why?
Because they're gonna take away a lot of the work that like stresses us out.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the work.
What stresses us out?
Having to figure out like what we're supposed to say and what we're supposed to do. Or having to figure out like, are we gonna be like bartering with people?
Yeah, it's so annoying.
Oh.
So yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah, I hope this works
I think
out.
we're gonna do it. So Doug and I were talking because I just said that I missed Charleston.
Hayley was talking at me.
Really? My hair looks so wild today. But I was saying that I missed Charleston, and he was like, why do you miss it? You can't change the weather. But I was just saying that like I would have done things differently. Like I would have made more friends, and like if I could rewind the clock, but at the same time, would I have really? Because I was like seriously pregnant towards the end there. I was like pregnant for the entire time.
Yeah.
And if you guys don't follow me through my pregnancies, they're not easy. I like eat everything in sight, at least for this last one. I like am seriously sick, like laying on the floor all the time for like months and months. And I don't know, it just like would have been hard to really, like if I wasn't pregnant there, I think I would have had more like mental and physical energy to like really experience the way of life, because I was telling him that like if I had met more people, and like I remember I was looking into joining like my sorority alum group, like I could have met a ton of women like doing that and like really experience like the Southern way of life, but at the same time like I was just not in that place.
No.
But
So pregnant.
so pregnant.
What this one? What is it? What do you need?
She says she wants some snacks. Oh. Douglas, what do you miss about Charleston?
The people were really nice. Sweet tea.
If you could go back and change things, like what would you have done differently?
No, it's hard because you were just like so pregnant. We just didn't do anything.
Yeah, we didn't like
we didn't go downtown.
Well, we did,
we did, but not like as often as we could have.
And like honestly, yeah, I was pregnant.
We never left the state.
We had a toddler. I know. Well, I mean, we went to Virginia, and where else? We went somewhere else.
Yeah, but I mean, like we could have like driven to Georgia.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if we had lived there this year, like even with the baby, we would have done so much more because I wouldn't have been so sick.
Yeah.
But you know, whatever.
This baby is a true South Carolina girl.
She is. Her name suits her well. So Doug and I were talking about where we want to live, and I know we like kind of always mention it, but Doug wants to live in Manhattan Beach.
I just think it's so nice, the South Bay.
I told him that it's a bubble. They call it the bubble.
But what do we do?
If you guys don't know where that is, if you're from like, you know, Ukraine or something, it is
just gotta throw all the Ukraine under the bus.
No, I'm just saying, if you're not from here, it is Manhattan Beach, where we used to live a year ago.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's like a year and a half or something, almost 2 years. We lived there for 3 years, right by the beach. It was like 1.4 miles to the beach. It was seriously miraculous.
It's the beach cities south of LA.
Yeah, south of LA. So yeah, it's basically like Los Angeles, but it's not like a downtown area. It is very like beachy.
It's beach town.
There's like a nice cool breeze. Like we didn't have air conditioning in our apartment because we didn't need it. We probably needed it like 1 week out of the whole year. It was like amazing, and we loved it.
Oh, here comes
We
Annabelle.
even did our laundry at the Suds and Duds down the street because we didn't have a laundry machine, and we didn't even care. It was like so blissful.
That was a good spot.
We didn't even have a washer dryer. I was telling him that it's like a bubble, and you never really want, I mean, I don't really want to go to downtown LA with kids. It's like not fun. And it's definitely small. Like Orange County is like so much bigger, but he says we don't do anything here anyways, which seriously, touche. Touche. We like drive a mile radius
You know
of
what
our
we
house.
do? We go to parks.
Dude, yeah, we go to parks.
We can go to that park that like overlooks the ocean, just sitting there.
Yeah, I miss that place. But let's be
Go
honest, the
get
house
breakfast, Uncle Bill.
oh my god, yeah. The houses there are like ridiculous.
Yeah.
So Annabelle and I are about to cook dinner, and today's vlog is actually sponsored by Home Chef. You guys know we're obsessed. We get them every single month. Like, I mean, for the past, that's rice. For the past, I think, year and a half, we've been getting them once a month. It's like a special treat. This is sauce. And yeah, let me tell you guys a little bit about them if you haven't heard. So Annabelle right now is taking out all of the ingredients, and they basically are a home delivery meal kit service to where, here you go, Annabelle. Every single month they deliver fresh meals that you can make from the comfort of your own home, and they definitely range in time. Some of the meals are like express and they're 15 minutes long. That's how long it takes to cook them. And other ones are like 20 to 40 minutes long. Oh, these aren't green beans, these are onions. Close though. So they have 18 different meal options, and depending on what type of food you like to eat, I promise you there's gonna be a meal for you. They have like every kind of food. They have, this is grated Parmesan cheese. Annabelle loves to eat we've been getting Parmesan cheese in bags lately. She loves to eat them. Like from Home Chef. You want a little bit? Okay. So, a big bit. So what you do to join is you basically set up an account through homechef.com, and I'll leave my link in the top of the description box. And once you sign up, you can choose from over 18 different meal options. They also have, I think, what's called 5-minute lunches and add-ons like smoothies and fruit and things on the side. If you like literally never wanted to go to a grocery store again, you pretty much could, because they have like extra things that you can add on. I love the fact that everything's pre-portioned. So like this is the exact amount of cheese that you need. I'm guessing this is some kind of like glaze in a little packet. So nothing is wasted. What is this? Pot roast seasoning. So yeah, nothing's wasted. You do not need to go out and purchase like spices or things that you're gonna use one time. And yeah, we've been using it actually ever since. We've been trying meal delivery kits ever since before we had kids. And the reason why I like Home Chef is because I feel like you get the most bang for your buck, but it's still very quality stuff. So each meal is priced at $9.95 per serving, but let me tell you, it feeds like just the 2-person meal kit feeds me, Doug, and Annabelle, and I'm like very full, and so is Doug, and he's like a big man. I mean, he's not big, but he's a man, and he eats more than, you know, I do. So all of us are full, even Annabelle. Everything is very healthy, and not to mention they do have vegetarian options. So if you are a meatless person, like last night, we had pasta and it had no meat in it, and it still tasted so good. And you also select the number of meals that you want to eat. So yeah, if you only want like a week's worth or 2 weeks, you can cancel at any time. I like that because you're not locked into any kind of contracts. So this is what we're making tonight: steak with creamy corn risotto. So these are all the prepackaged ingredients, so you guys can see them. Obviously, it comes with the tomato. Luckily, I already have another one, so I can just replace that. Since she's eating it like an apple. But anyways, so also on the back of the cards, they have like instructions that tell you exactly how to make it. So I'll go ahead and leave a link in the top of the description box to where you guys can get $20 off your first 4 boxes. So that's a discount total of $80. So yeah, it's a really good offer. It definitely doesn't happen all the time, so check it out. Hey guys, so it's a couple days later. I forgot to end today's vlog, but I just wanted to come on here. I just spent like the last, you know when you get in like a Instagram rabbit hole, I just spent the last like 20 minutes responding to DMs and random people messaging me, which thank you, because I always like that. But I wanted to come on here and let you guys know that I filmed an intro video to my new channel. So I'll link that down below if you guys would subscribe and like the video. That would, and also comment, because there's comments on there. I'm so excited. That would mean the world to me, because this new video, or this new channel, is like my passion project. It's my hobby. It's something that obviously I don't get paid to do, so I have a lot more freedom with it, and I feel like I can be truly myself. It feels so good to have separated my channels. I feel like I can now like fulfill my purpose and just truly be who I want to be online, and it's just another outlet for me to do that without having a lot of pressure. So yeah, I'm super excited about it. Let me know on that video what type of content you guys want to see. So yeah, I just did that. And I also, this is random, but I also was just going through my DMs, and it's so interesting because now that I have barely gone back to like motherhood content, I already am feeling like more, I guess just like more judgment online, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with like airing your opinion. Clearly I do it, and not everybody agrees with everything I do. Someone might not even like my crooked pictures behind me there. I hung that one too high. Anyways, people judge me for anything, but it's funny because especially in like the motherhood community, if you say one thing, people, you know, and someone else doesn't like live their life like you, or parent like you, or do something like you, people might feel insecure about that, so they, you know, question what you're doing or question what they're doing. And I think there's just a lot of like, I don't know, it's just kind of, it just sometimes it kind of feels like it's very, moms can be really intense sometimes, and just people in general. So I'm definitely more prepared this time around, because, you know, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I talked all about it on Insta stories and on Instagram in my latest post. I talked about why I'm switching and like what happened when I found like the that's not a word, trolling hate site about me, and like why I was like no more. Well, because of all of that, I have learned to have a thicker skin, and I think it's definitely easier said than done, and no one really knows until they go through it. But this time around, I'm really gonna try and have a thicker skin when it comes to people airing their opinions about my life. I'm just gonna try and let it roll off me. I honestly wish I was like Doug, because he does not care about literally what anyone thinks about him ever. Is that like a man thing? I don't know, I feel like it might be. But yeah, so this time around I am gonna try for that. But I've also been debating on whether or not I should reopen the Facebook group. I wanted to open this discussion up because I wanted to get your guys' opinion about it. And I'm gonna be hesitant when I ask for opinions, because I shouldn't always ask for them, like I know that. But I want to hear what you guys think about it, because when I closed it down last October, it's been a long time. I closed it down because I felt like the group was getting really negative, and there were a lot of people bashing their husbands on there, which I'm definitely not about. There were a lot of people complaining. It wasn't like an uplifting space. I felt like it wasn't a safe space. There were a lot of things that I had to like delete on there because people were getting in fights about it. I mean, Facebook is like a really intense place. I don't know about you, but if I go onto my personal Facebook page, I have relatives that are like bickering about politics, and I'm like, really, like, I don't know if that's just, I don't think it's just me, because my friends have the same issues too, but I'm like, I don't know. So anyways, I felt like it was getting a little bit like that in my Facebook group, and I definitely don't want to represent any kind of social media aspect that is like super negative and brings people down and makes people get like, I don't know, basically just like creates arguments online. So that's like my perception of what that Facebook group was. And so when I did make the conscious effort after like debating about it for like weeks, me and Doug decided that it was best for us to shut it down, or me to shut it down, because it was becoming negative. After I did that, I felt like I couldn't go back, because a lot of people said this wasn't negative at all, like it was so uplifting. And I was like, really? But also you guys aren't the ones seeing the stuff that I have to delete. So yeah, a lot of people were saying that it changed their life, like the Facebook group, which is, I felt like at the time that was very dramatic, because I didn't see how it could. But I got so many messages about it, and I still receive messages like, can you please, you know, re-up the Facebook group? So it was so positive, and I felt like it was a community. I want your guys' opinion. I know there's no comments on this channel, but maybe if you could like DM me on Instagram letting me know, did you guys feel like it was a positive or negative place? Because if the majority of you felt like it was positive and there were just a few rotten apples in there, because I know that those rotten apples, I've learned that they can spoil it for everybody. So I definitely don't want that to be the case if I decide to re-up it again. But if a lot of you guys say that it was negative and there was just like a lot of bashing in there, then I won't redo it. So anyways, I'm really gonna take my time and decide whether or not it's right. I only want to help people feel happy with their lives. Like, I don't want people to feel brought down because of one of my platforms, like even if it's a Facebook group. So yeah, let me know. I would have to hire like a Facebook manager, because I can't sit there like deleting, you know, bashing posts or whatever, like people getting in arguments. Like, I don't have time for that. I don't want to do that. So I definitely would have to have someone do that for me if that is what you guys want, but I want to leave it up to you guys. Was it a positive experience? Was it negative? Let me know. So anyways, that's all I really have to say for today's video. Thank you guys so much for all of your support and positivity with my decision to start a new channel and make this one mommy again. So yeah, thank you guys so much for following my journey. Like this video if you like it, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.